America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Now, it may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
This is your victory. Now, I know you didn't do this just to win an election. I know you didn't do it for me. You did it because you understand the enormity of the task that lies ahead.
You're not going to believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator. His house looked like shit.
Fire! What?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Ooh, Skinman, villain in disguise.
One enjoys the guilty pleasures of classic rock, and the other one likes to choke his wife during her orgasm. It's the Middle of the Road podcast with TJ and Coach Casey.
I know the answer to this one.
Congratulations, you've won a free gift.
Not a question.
Come to T-Move and make your
behind every
selection.
curtain.
Okay. I was trying to have some music ready to play for our guests that we're going to have on in just a little bit. I was going to give everybody...
Almost. See, we're just right there. We're not quite professional.
Yeah, we're getting there. If it wasn't for the ad.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I've got a
10 for 10.
full of cold coffee, 3 cigarettes, a pistol.
We have the copyright to use this, so it's okay.
You can just play 10 seconds of it, and you won't get. They can't.
I'm usually worried about playing music, but I think they haven't hit off yet. So we're going to get to, we'll have the rights to their music when they do, because we're one of the early podcasts to have them on this evening in about, I don't know, we may do it even sooner, but 27 minutes or so, we're going to have the band 10 for 10 out of the Wyoming area.
I just looked. It's only 80 degrees over there, and it's fucking 195 here.
That's what I was going to say. It's hot. Skinman, how are you holding up? Can we talk about it? Does your new place have air conditioning or a better place for you to work?
It does inside.
Okay, so you can go inside and when you got to get parts and stuff, you'll get air conditioning.
Yeah.
That's how we have it at our place. So the guys.
Until then, I'm going to have just a bandana that's soaked in water on the back of my neck.
Okay. Well, in a 6-week time frame, 3 of the show's cast members, which is a show of 3, all have taken new employment
without skipping a day in between.
Like we're all following the beard routine. You shaved yours off, and you're growing yours. Never mind. We all cut ours back, and he didn't even need to. It sounds like for his place.
No, I didn't.
But he did, and he looks good. We all took new jobs, so hopefully nothing bad happens to us because things come in threes. But all 3 of us have got jobs, so that might already be wiped out.
We're karma'd up.
Yeah, we all making more money. It was all for good reasons.
Yep.
You guys are liking you. No, I'm joking. Everybody, I think, he hasn't started his yet, but you get
2 days in.
Yeah, you started yours on Monday.
Yep.
How's it going? You haven't done anything.
No, I mean
meetings,
lots and lots of meetings. Get to go out tomorrow for a little bit, but it's the adjustment to working from home is definitely different. I have an office dog that follows me every time I walk out of my office, and he stays in there all day. So I guess he's liking it.
I was gonna say he's enjoying home life with you.
Yeah.
But you were home at the last job. The last couple months, you were basically home half the time.
That's incorrect. No.
Okay, sorry. They might still be listening.
Fuck them if they're listening. They fucked me out of my PTO.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Or no, I thought they were paying you the PTO, just not the sick time.
Long story short is I had my exit interview on Thursday, and before that I had checked to make sure. I said, hey, I got 53 hours of vacation time. Just want to make sure you paid on that check and not a separate one. That way I don't get dinged again for child
you'll
support.
have to talk to that lady again in math. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got that figured out, too. I did talk to a man today about math, and we got the math figured out. All right. But anyways, I said I got 53 hours of...
Come to find out the lady was right.
Yeah. PTO, I just want to make sure that I get it paid on this last check. Oh, yeah, you're all good. when I do my exit interview, the lady goes, "Oh, we're paying out your PTO 17 hours," and I go, "Excuse me? I'm pretty sure it says 53," and she has a thing down there that says 53. Well, 53 is what I would have if it would go through the end of the year or some bullshit. They let you take it more. So
that's crap.
Anyways, 17's better than nothing.
Yeah, okay.
And then the math thing was that they have been charging me more than they're supposed to the last year. So
okay, well, good. You'll maybe get a refund.
Well, there's no refund to be had. But anyways, we got it. I talked to a man. And
we got it figured out. They did Kansas math, not Missouri math.
We did regular American math.
Okay, well that can be even more confusing sometimes.
So he was actually nice, and I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know, you're the nicest fucking person I've ever talked to there." And he goes, "You mean it?" I said, "Yeah, bud, I mean it."
I'll bet when he talks to the guys, he's like that. You need a guy. It should all be all guys you talk to in those situations.
He goes, "Man, nobody's very nice when they call here." I said, "Yeah, I'd probably imagine."
I can't imagine you're happy when you call a child support place.
Yeah, so he was cool, and shout out to my bro at Missouri Child Support Systems.
All right, Mark. Yeah. Thanks, man. That's not his name.
Marky Mark.
We're just gonna give him that name. So
Dan. I don't remember what his name was.
Skinman, anything happened exciting since last week? Before I get into a couple business ideas I have, before we get into the interview?
No, everything's nice, boring, and uneventful.
Just the job, 2 interviews. We didn't know about one. We knew about the other. You took it.
Yeah, that was strange. When I was like, "So did you get a second interview?" "Oh, I start Monday." Fuck.
And I did. I knew he talked a little bit to me about the other one, but I didn't
not
know
even the place he told us about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you even know you were having that interview?
They had kind of called up when I was working on a forklift in Newton, and it's like, well, this
for those
is
that
all
are
fixed.
listening, that's north.
You
of
had
Wichita.
applied there though, correct? They didn't call you out.
Yeah, he's applying at places.
I can be there in 30 minutes.
Oh, you went there all dirty and sweaty and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They're like,
I look like the rest of his workers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this guy works his butt up. So
did you want that one more than the other one? Are you at all regret? I mean, sorry if you're listening. You told him about our massive show.
I have no regrets.
Oh, I know you don't in general, but was there a chance the other one was it closer? Was there?
It was closer.
Okay.
But I think there was. I think it was more corporate.
Okay.
There would have been more flaming hoops to jump through.
Yeah,
Not
I know.
for you.
Okay, I get that. So you got a good place for you. So awesome.
We're all good.
All right. You got anything exciting other than your new job you want to talk about before we get into my business ideas? I need you guys to help me decide between 2.
Let's hear them.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
So, and we'll ask the special guests we have too about my ideas probably, but so I have 2 ideas. One of them is a fantasy factory for adults, in parentheses, not sex. It's like so we're going to buy a big giant warehouse or a Toys R Us, because we might call it Dreams R Us, but basically somebody hires us and we help them live out their fantasy, whether that's like a rock star.
Each time would be different.
Yeah, it could be, or we might at first have to just build packages, and as we get big enough in enough cities, then we could cater. We give them like the full rock star experience minus maybe the actual sex. They'd have to work that out themselves. Not like more money would help us make sure that happened.
So like roadies, stuff like that.
Yeah, like they, if it happened and they worked game good enough.
It's a huge photo booth.
But basically, I just
and you wear different hats.
Okay, that too. But I was thinking like we hire hundreds of people, college students for
for like crowd people.
Yeah, cheap money, and we'll give them drinks and whatever. And you do the whole concert thing. They got to go. It makes you feel freaking awesome. We hire them a little band. So this is going to cost some money.
Yeah.
But
what would you think we would charge for this?
It just depends on every experience. If you just want to be a pro golfer and play around with Tiger Woods or something, or live your golf experience, then we're just doing that with one of those indoor freaking like hologram. Not what I'm talking about.
Screen that you shoot it
into.
Yeah.
But we're gonna the whole experience will be people there cheering. You'll
clapping
get
and shit.
Yeah, doing the Tiger stuff and
anybody showing their tits.
Maybe again, I can't say that we can at all
force that.
Yeah, force that or condone that. But for more money, a lot of things are possible.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's anything we're.
Where are we at with our patent for gladiator golf?
See, that's the other thing that's been getting held up. So we need to get something else cooking.
Okay.
That maybe can also
something
help.
Maybe easier to get it.
Also help us fund gladiator golf. I'm having waivers, shooting apparently golf balls at people.
Yeah.
Weird, even so. It's still in process.
I watched that documentary on American Gladiators, and I think maybe I could give that guy a call and he could maybe help us out.
Okay.
I'll
But say,
get on it.
your dreams to play in like the NBA or whatever.
Yeah.
We can set up a whole experience with. We'll have to find players that look like that. Yes, that is Shaquille O'Neal. You wanted to play for the '94 Cavs for some reason and play against Orlando, and Shaq and Penny, or I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or you wanted to be a high roller gambler. We set up a whole poker scene with all these people, and yes, it always leads to sex. I mean, ultimately.
What if you wanted to pretend to be like Forrest Gump and just have you just hit the guy in the head and he acts like a retard for a little bit, and then there's like a whore there that'd be Jenny.
Maybe, and he gets cancer or whatever he gets from her, or
she has AIDS, I think.
I hear it's hepatitis, but there's a lot of different takes on it.
You think she got it from being a whore or from drugs?
Drugs, probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it's hard
that
to
and
know.
Gonorrhea.
Yeah, the gonorrhea from sex. Yes.
Who's gonna be Bubba? Bubba.
Yeah, we'll get somebody. That's what I'm saying. Like whatever, it'll take some planning. So this is gonna
We get some Lieutenant
maybe
Dan's
like this is
homeless
a
person
single dude that hasn't whatever. You just make it the whole experience. It's $10,000 for a weekend experience.
I like that.
We got all kinds of things working. So do you have any ideas like a fantasy you'd want to do?
I would like to see 4 Lieutenant Dans doing the Backstreet Boys.
Okay, in a concert.
That'd be badass.
Dude,
5.
Dancing.
We wouldn't even.
Yeah,
well, if they're in wheelchairs,
Just
it'd be
all
hard.
Yeah, but they can
with
still.
Yeah, but if
magic
that would be
legs.
easy
Their
to do, we just call them.
kicking
We
away.
call them.
But they have to wear shorts.
We call them the Wheeled Street Boys.
Yeah.
Something like that. The no.
My fantasy, I probably couldn't do. So
What? What's yours?
I'd
Is
want to
it?
kill somebody.
We could make. See, that's what I'm saying. We could figure out how to do that. Maybe without we could get a real badass close person that
Like
would
hunt somebody down.
Yeah, we could make that whole thing seem like it. We'll figure that
What's
out.
that movie with Benicio del Toro where they
The
fight
Dr.
with the
Zhivago.
knives? You know what I'm talking about? In the woods.
I don't, but I know about the one with
Hunted?
Ice-T.
Hunted. That's it. Yeah.
See, there's one
I
with
do that.
Ice-T where the guy captures, or not really captures, he takes him like he's taking him on a trip, and then he gets hunted. We talked about that on
Yeah,
the show.
I think so too. Okay. What's the next one?
All right. This one is Dog Church.
Dog church?
Yeah.
Your dogs need church.
But
That's for
complete
sure.
with the translator. Like, you'd even get people, I haven't decided if it'd be a person that would be barking my commands, or if you'd get a trained enough dog.
Like the dog off of Up.
Yeah, and you'd say something and you'd point to it, it knew it was supposed to do something, so it would bark, it really would. But because all these people don't want to leave their dogs,
Mm-hmm.
you have all kinds of denominations. We won't even what church do you guys want? We'll do 15-minute segments.
Anything.
Yeah.
But.
What, Muslim?
Oh, I was going to say Jewish, but whatever.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
Definitely just Catholic is all we can do.
We can do Christian, Catholic.
Catholic dogs are the only dogs that go to heaven. Clearly.
4 different kinds of, we'll just do a no denomination.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll read from the Bible, but we'll,
So like if you were in Catholic dog church, would they be like, all right, any of you dogs that are
sorry for I have sinned,
eating shit or humping dogs that aren't your regular dog spouses are going to hell, just so you know.
Yeah, and then the dog would bark that, and people you'd come to it and be like, yeah, you got to tie. I mean, to get your stuff to come for the dog to talk to you, you got to pass a little bit in the plate, duh.
Yeah.
But just like any church, we just need a little bit to get by.
Well, and then those dogs all go to see what other dogs are going to church, and then they talk shit about those
man.
dogs for not going.
Well, yeah, and this week, TJ and his family are the big donator of the week. They really are helping out the All Dogs Go to Heaven Church.
Yep.
So we appreciate it.
I like that. All dogs go to heaven church. That's
Yeah.
fucking perfect.
Yeah. Humans and dogs go to heaven, so.
Except for Rottweilers.
Well,
or what's
well,
a pit bull?
pits.
Pit bulls,
Yeah,
sorry, pit bulls.
I got pits. That's why hopefully we're closing. That's the only reason I'm closing the gate again is we're having pits getting in the yard.
Pit neighborhood
pits. Go figure out in the hood.
south
Hey,
side.
it's down to 100, so it's really cooling off. So which idea would you guys want to invest your money in, or should you guys want to kick it around a little bit and get back to me?
I think it'd be cheaper to start the dog church, and we can make money off it instantly.
Okay, that's
by taking the tiding.
True, but we get one guy to give us his fantasy. We're making money instantly too.
It's true, but it costs a lot of money.
We find
up
one
front.
rich dude.
We already got the building here where we could do
Some of
dog
it. Yeah, the
church.
first one.
We could do
that's
dog
true.
church right here.
Yeah. That's true.
And then we can take them out.
Then we could use that money to do freaking God's Fantasy Factory.
And then we could take them out in the shit creek and baptize them and stuff.
Yeah.
You in for church?
We can go ahead and make a garden, and then sell that the gardening stuff, all the vegetables, at the farm and art market, and then that would be the seed money for the dog church.
Oh man,
Here we go.
well the dog.
I always got to have one guy thinking, you know.
All right, we got 3 thinkers in here. You know, 2 of you guys did good. I didn't, but I guess we're doing a dog church. So
Skinman named it, or did you come up
Yeah,
with that?
I
All
think-
dogs go to heaven. I like that.
yeah, so just look forward to come. We'll be sending out pamphlets for where we're probably gonna do some pop-up churches first. So like in some parks, bring dogs. We'll do some outdoor sessions until we get a building.
Get one dog just sitting there preaching away.
Yeah, well, no, it's people and then the dog translator. The dog's
Okay.
not. People are bringing their dogs. That's the whole
Okay.
point. It's not just for dogs.
Okay.
I'm not dropping off 100 fucking. I'm not doing dog daycare.
It's like dog daycare and church at the same time.
No, I'm not
Rich
doing
people
that.
just dropping their dogs
No,
off.
it's people coming that won't want to leave their dogs. Bring them to church.
Okay.
Think they're
There's
dogs.
some lunatic just yelling at the dogs, preaching.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm still in. Britney Spears has gone a little crazy. I'm finally willing to admit
I really don't think it's her.
it is. I think it is. I'm watching some stuff lately. I'm just.
So
it's
you
sad.
still sexually attracted to her?
Yes. But
mean,
I don't
she
know
looks
about
so-
her currently. It's like,
she-
you know when you fall in love with somebody, you're always attracted to the person you fell in love with?
Yeah. I mean, she does look like Hayesville Barbie right now, though.
Yeah. But
If you go back and watch just that Michael Jackson thing we sent around the other day,
then.
so hot back then, so fucking.
Yeah,
hot.
she's older. I mean, age got her, and
I don't know if it's that.
all the dancing, and
The dances are the weirdest part. It's like,
it's gotten weirder when she's smacking her butt. And
but it's the weird thing is that she's not even on drugs.
well, is she not? You don't know that.
Supposedly she's not.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Sure acts like she does.
Yeah, like pills or something like that. It's hard to know. Or just drinking.
I don't know.
So who knows?
You know it's got to be bad if that young dude's leaving her because she's so fucking.
Well, I think
crazy.
he just was in for the money.
I know,
The same
but-
reason, ultimately, at this point, if I did take her, it would probably be for the money.
Oh, you'd love her forever. You'd worship her.
I think, Amy, we have it. No, it'd be a one-night thing, but I would maybe extend it out long enough to make like 6 months to divorce her and then remarry Amy for the wedding I should have given her all along.
Oh, so that's sweet.
You know, that's
Yeah.
why I did it, babe.
Yeah.
That's why I cheated on you and left you for a.
Wouldn't be
Has
cheating
been.
if it was an agreement.
Well, yeah, I know, but I wasn't going to tell her about the deal until after when.
Oh, after she's like, "Where the fuck you been?" Well, remember that deal we made about Britney Spears? Yeah, it happened.
And I left her for you.
And I decided this wasn't for me, babe, and I want you back.
Yeah.
I want you back.
I want you back. So we'll see. I don't know.
Well, remember on Entourage, that chick that Vinny has sex with from the bookstore, and then she's like, Vinny's like, "What are you doing later?" And she's like, "Oh, I can't because I'm getting married tomorrow." And he's like, "What?"
And then they
Seriously?
do still.
And she gets married. No, they had already had sex.
Oh,
but
okay. I thought they did again or something.
I'm rewatching Entourage right now.
All right. We got a couple things to get to for. We're going to talk real fast and go as quick as we can, and we'll see as much as we can get in, and we'll go. College football kicking off.
Yes. Who did I say? Air Force and I'm sorry, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame and Navy or Notre Dame and Air Force?
Notre Dame and Navy.
Okay.
And then San Jose State and USC. So you get to see the returning Heisman.
Yep. See if he can be dethroned by.
Yeah, and that's.
And then I think the next week is when the real big everybody kind of kicks
Yeah,
off.
so then the following Thursday you get Florida and Utah, and then that next Saturday. But we really don't. Let's see. If there's any
Skinman
big
carries 0.
There's not any even top 25 matchup.
Shit, we got to get to our sponsor real quick.
Oh,
Today's
gosh.
sponsor is Zach's Backyard Jerky, available at fairs and back alleys near you. It's in the seasoning and Zach's Touch.
Okay.
So that's where all the
Sounds
flavor
yummy.
comes from.
What kind of meat they specialize in?
Really, anything you bring it. Sometimes it's like one of the. It's kind
You
of like
bring it. He dehydrates it. And
yeah.
makes
He
jerky out of it?
jerkies it for you. You
Okay.
know. He was gonna go with Zach's Jerky, but that was just Zach's Backyard Jerky just has that ring to it.
I got
because
some-
you meet him in his backyard with your dead meats, and then
Yeah, I got
cooks 'em.
something for you. You ever thought about this?
No, probably not.
If you just think
Something
about
weird
this,
sexual.
Yeah, if you donate your blood, say you donate blood to another dude, he gets
Gross,
it. Your
but okay.
blood goes in his boner.
Whose?
Yours.
Whose blood?
So say you donate your blood.
Oh,
and some guy
because you
takes
get
it,
well, but I think it's
your
your blood
goes-
rushes to the pet of your hecker.
Goes his boner. So like if you ever got blood before, you have somebody else's blood in your.
I
boner.
only get chicks' blood, so I always got chicks touching my dong, not dudes.
No, but your blood's going in some dude's dong.
Well, I've never given blood.
I don't know.
I've taken it. I
I'm sure
just
you've
go
taken
in
a
and
lot.
yeah, I just go in and take blood from blood. I'm here for blood.
just something to think about.
I have given blood a couple times. I'm just not. I'm getting better with needles.
Oh, you don't like needles?
Not really.
But you
NFL
have tattoos.
Well, that's different. Not stabbing into me, and I know what they're doing.
What
I don't
about
like
shots?
them. That's why I don't like it.
Can't handle it,
No.
Skinman? Can you handle it?
Oh, tequila, vodka.
Not that
rum.
kind of shot.
Not gin. Not gin. That's a definite no
Needles,
on gin.
needles, and
Oh, I
not
don't like
heroin. Like,
No, the toughest guys don't like needles, bro.
you think so?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't like it either, but I mean, I can handle it.
I've gotten
The
like,
dentist is the worst.
Oh,
because
God.
the
That doesn't
doctor,
bother
they'll
me at
give you
all.
a shot and then it's done. But there'll be shot.
yeah, when they
shot,
got to do the
shot,
25
shot.
shot. I wish I had the song
only
ready.
had
If you'd have
two-
told me you're doing this,
I've only had 2 cavities, but I don't think the shot from the dentist hurts at all. Now, when you have a vasectomy, that shot in your
I'll never know.
whatever that thing is that runs up to your ball sack that they give you your first shot in, that fucking
Nope.
hurts.
Nope. We would never. We'll
Some
never
guys
know.
have to have vasectomies twice. I'm just saying.
Some of us
No,
don't
thank
have to
you.
have them at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Some of us have had 2 of them.
Well, some of us have never gonna have one of them.
Some of us
You didn't need to.
have 2 of them and wife with no to uterus, and we still
Yeah,
have
so it's still you get it
Not at
reversed
the time.
now. You should get it reversed now.
I know.
Go through it one more time.
My wife's always like, "Hey, we should have a baby." I was like, "You don't even have a uterus, and I'm fixed. How are we gonna do that?"
You guys gonna adopt like a freaking like a Hispanic one?
Well, that's what she says too.
A Hispanic one too?
Well,
Just
a
adopt.
little bit darker.
Oh yeah.
Maybe someone from Finland.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah, or like a Greek.
6'8".
Greek.
Name him Sven.
Spin. Oh yeah.
A Cuban. A little Ian Gonzalez.
Alien, yeah.
Elian Gonzalez.
He's fucking paddling across the Atlantic right now.
Elian Gonzalez does a cheese. He doesn't do jerky. I don't know. We got 7 minutes for him. I'm gonna call him. I don't
Steve
care.
says, "Do you still get a boner?" Of course, Steve.
Oh, ha ha. Oh yeah, we do. Right now, watch.
Yeah.
You couldn't see even if I did.
You ever seen what is that Neighbors 2, or the kid gets a boner like on command, and he fucking grows
And then
it and
puts
they're-
it down,
They're,
yeah.
they're fighting, and he's got a hold of his pecker, and he just grabs it, and he makes a boner real fast. He's like, "Dude."
Yeah, and everybody cheers for him or something, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't do that
What
on
have you
command.
been watching?
The movie Neighbors 2.
Oh man, that's the worst experience I ever had. I had we watched Neighbors.
Oh yeah, you said
and
this
took
with
the
your
freaking
kids.
little kids there, man. That was the worst ever. Worst ever.
When Sarah and I first got together, I told Sarah that my favorite Christmas movie besides Home Alone is Friday After Next, and I watched it with Belle and Bristol. Well, Bristol was 9 at the time, and Sarah's never let me forget that. She's like, "Your kids are gonna watch that."
Hell yeah, they should.
I think they're old enough. Claire's 8.
Yeah.
They see worse shit on the internet.
What's that?
They see worse shit on the internet.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I guarantee you, they've way worse.
Yep.
Skinman, do you want to do a story before we go and hang out with the guys?
Oh, that's Stevie, not Steve.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
3 Wheel
Stevie.
Podcast, Stevie.
And yes, I get
Well,
average size boners.
he calls me and says, "Tell me I'm pretty," and I'm getting ready. I want to have sex with my wife.
Yep. There it goes. Just
Then blah.
60% of the time it works.
30% of the time it works half the time.
Well, you're 17% full of crap.
That's pretty good.
News. He's way more full of crap than that.
Yeah.
Sunflower field owners asked visitors to stop taking nude photos.
Nudies and sunflowers?
Oh, that's one of my dreams. That's where do you want to get naked the most when you want to get naked? In a sunflower field.
Be great for Christmas cards. Merry Christmas from Kansas. The owners of a
my
sunflower
tits.
field in England are pleading with visitors to stop
England.
stripping
Sunflowers in
down
England?
What?
to take nude photos in public view.
Maybe England, Kansas.
I think in England they use their fucking teeth just to gnaw down.
They don't have sun in England. How do they have sunflowers? It's
know.
kind of a oxymoron.
Sorry, Skinman.
Sorry, Skinman.
No, you're good. It is.
Seriously, how do they have?
It is Old England.
Okay, it is. How do they have? I don't get it. Okay, Old England, Kansas.
Sibling Sam Wilson and Ned Pedley, owners of Stoke Fruit Farm on Hayling Island, said they had to put up signs asking guests to refrain from public nudity
I love when Skinman voices.
after 6 incidents of naked photos occurred since the sunflower field opened to the public last month.
You sound just like Jack Sparrow, by the way.
Yeah, man, you nail it.
Including 3 incidents in a single day.
He's fucking
Yeah,
good.
he's getting it there. He really, as he started, he was kind of wobbly, but man, when he figured his voice out,
Read us
just do some more. You
Yeah,
got
just
another
do some
story?
more.
We got what? How much longer? Just
Right,
3
so,
minutes.
Reminder to all.
Yeah, read like
we're
the
a family
caption.
Area, and please keep your clothes on in the sunflowers. It's not really too much to ask for a bloke, right?
He lost it a little bit there. I still like it, but he's a
We're having an increase of reports
There we
of
go.
naked photography taking place. This must not happen during our public seasons, please.
Why is it that I like English people doing English accents better than I like English people talking normal? Or, you know what I mean?
Can you read that, Skinman? Can you do that?
Does he have his bifocals?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be hard.
Is it too small?
Can't make that
Only
big.
the rules that matter are these: what a man can do, and what a man cannot do.
Pretty good.
Okay. See, that's way too small.
You have stolen me, and I'm here to take myself back.
Pretty good. One more.
The world's still the same. There's just less in it.
I think that gives a round of applause for Skinman's Jack Sparrow impersonations.
Oh, man, I think I got these guys. I said we could try Zoom, but I didn't mean I could get it set up. I meant like for like the next time we have them on. So I think I'm just going to have to call them because I don't think I can get that all figured out that quick. So we'll just call them and then tell them. I mean, we're not a professional podcast.
No.
Nah, we're just going to
Do
call
you
them.
think we are Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I was going to say, come on, man.
Who?
I should have did it. We have Zoom. I don't know why
I've
I
heard
didn't.
of him before.
I mean, you could Zoom them real quick, and then we could just talk through you, Zoom to them, and then, I mean, they could see you, but
That wouldn't work.
nah, it'd be kind of weird. It takes too long. So here's the thing about me, guys. I'm going to be honest. Technology, me, getting people to accept invites.
We'll figure it out.
One day, you're right. All right. I'm going to call him. Now, if they answer, I don't know. What's up, Joey?
Not too darn much, man. I got John Salisbury, the drummer, here with me. What's going on?
How's it going, John?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live on the show is the band 10Four10. You guys are out of where in Wyoming?
Casper.
Casper, you're in the same area. Okay. Where can everybody go find you and look for you and look you up while we're talking here or after we get done talking?
Well, you can punch in 10 FOUR10 into any major streaming service: Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you go into TikTok, I recommend heading down John's page. It's way more entertaining than mine. So.
Okay. So they let you guys on Google, so you guys are getting big.
We're trying to. Yeah, we're.
Sorry, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. If you go find them, we all listen to some music in preparation for the show, and I think we all kind of have some different favorite songs, or actually two of us liked kind of favorite was the same one, but we enjoyed, listening to you. How do you best describe your style of music?
We use the genre post-grunge.
Post-grunge?
Or alternative rock, or, it's a two-piece alternative rock band.
Okay.
So, grunge was what was hip and hot off the West Coast in the 90s, late 80s into the mid 90s. So that's where a lot of our influences come from and our sounds. John's more of a metal guy, and
Okay.
so
Which comes across in your
real
music.
nicely. Yeah, it's nice having a heavier drummer like that. It does great for the most recent sound.
Come from a lot of the inspirational like hair bands, hair metal band, big 80s bands is where really like, and everything I do is self-taught. So that's where, I watch him drum, I listen to him drum, and that's, I kind of incorporate those styles and try to, emulate those sounds into stuff we do. And yeah, it's really just brought a nice just punch to everything we're working on.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, it's rocking the music, for the amount of sound that come out of just two dudes. I mean, that's what's cool about it. To me, just to see that it is, when I first listened to it, I was driving in the car and I didn't actually even watch the video. I was just listening. You had sent it to me, and it doesn't really just sound like two people. I mean, to people that really know music, it probably does, but to somebody that just listens to it, you guys put out a lot of sound. So.
Thank you. We try for that. We strive for it in the writing technique and the performance technique. We did have that guy outside of Rapid actually ask us. He goes, "Where was the bass player? I could hear him." I was like, "Well, neat. Thanks, buddy." But I do a lot of palm mutes and a lot of low end chunks to my sound, and short scale guitars and cheap amplifiers. Helps with all that.
Hell yeah. Well, as I said, you guys definitely have good sound, and I mean. Like I said,
some people believe you gotta spend thousands of dollars on, each musician's rig and have five of them on the stage at the same time, all just to, play a couple local shows. Whereas we're geared to travel. We're out there, we're getting after it, and if we got to smash a piece of equipment on stage, that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, sitting here with
dynamite, the kick drum, I don't know.
Well, sitting here with me is my co-host TJ, my other co-host Zach, or Skinman. We call him Skinman. That's the first time I've given out his real name, other than that he's the jerky guy. No. And they
hopefully beef jerky.
Yes. Well, just depends. We talked about some business ideas, and depends what your fantasy is and how much you're paying. We'll make your fantasy happen. So.
Did we join the Howard Stern call? Which one were we on tonight?
We're like Howard Stern if he took a whole bunch of downers. No. So TJ, do you have any questions for him? I have a couple. I mean, obviously I have some more, but.
Yes. So when's your guys' next gig? Where are you guys headed to?
We just got back from doing the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Huge pivotal moment for us as a band. We're very, very excited about that. And the next couple gigs will be around town. There's a demolition derby coming through town. It'll be kind of a big deal here in Casper. Actually, in your neck of the woods, demo derby's a pretty big deal too, huh?
Yep. This time of year too. I mean, it's state fair type.
That's what
we said. We'll be doing the after party.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we'll be doing an after party for that at a bar here in town. They'll do a little car show and across the parking lot we'll be performing for that as well.
Did you guys get to open or perform amongst some big bands up there?
Unfortunately, not this round. So we were kind of the one act set up at JP Cycles there. So
JP Cycles had hired us to do the parking lot party for them.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. Rather than like the Iron Horse or any of the big names, Knuckle or Loud American, we were over where all the cars were all the bikes were being maintenance and oil changes and tire swaps, and where all the vendors were. So we were on the front of Buell Motorcycles Instagram page for 3 days. You can hear their super bike fire up in about a third of the way into the Maravana set. And then, we were a big shout out from K&N, Clocksworks. The Vance and Hines guys were polite enough to ask us to please keep moving. We got too close to the chrome, I think.
Yeah,
so,
hey man, that's you see that chrome on that bike? That's my bike. I love that bike.
Yeah. And so I had a great freaking time up there. JMP has already announced that they'll be having us back next year.
Hell yeah,
And we
man.
look to actually expand out from the JMP system. Their store manager from Arizona has a rally in April that he'd like to see the details to getting us out there for that. And then there's a couple in the Midwestern states, some of the breadbasket states that might pick up on us as well.
Cool, man.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
So hopefully somewhere around eastern Kansas.
Well, yeah, that's what I said, man. I bet if you could ever get this way, I mean, I not myself don't do it, but I have another buddy of mine that does a podcast, and they work with a lot of bands, and they do big on the art scene, and they like to have bands and stuff perform while they're doing art and doing their stuff. So I'll guarantee we could get you something here. I can't say it's going to be a massive audience or whatever, but introduce you to the area and maybe introduce you to some people that can get you to some bigger places.
Yeah, the first time in, you gotta earn your stripes everywhere you go. You can't just walk in and assume you're the king shit of the neighborhood.
Hell yeah, man. And obviously, just up front, I want 10% of anything you're making when you're in the area. But other than that, I am going to show you guys around. And no, I'm just playing.
you get us that guy with the venue, and we'll be there because the skate bar in St. Joseph has reached out to us to perform, and we've made some friends in Iowa City that want us to come to town and play. So yeah, if you can get us in touch with that dude,
after we get done recording
we'll
and after the show, I'll get you some people to talk to and stuff here in the next couple days.
If you're at that show, I'll sign a T-shirt for you, and it's yours.
For sure, dude. If you guys come into town and I help get you here, I'm definitely going to the show. We're all going. I'll make them all go. So
good, yeah, dude. So what T-shirt size are you?
Most, a medium, but I go with a large. No, I'm a large. It just depends. I mean, there's some mediums that'll fit me, but they're getting a little smaller as the manager in me sets in. Exactly. I've stayed the same size in shirts. Skinman, do you have any questions for the guys?
No, just a comment. I really like the song "Misheard."
Thank you.
Part of it due to the lyrics, and the other part is all the chord progressions and the beat changes.
Nice. Appreciate it. Yeah,
it's got Misheard a lot going on just with one song. It's like, this is awesome.
Thank you for noticing that. Thank you. Yeah, Misheard was one of those that was falling through the cracks of 10-4-10, and then when Johnny came on board, it actually caught a whole revival there and came back into a full-on song, and the chorus was completely rewritten. And then, so yeah, I as the lyricist of the band, I'd love to hear, you mentioned, lyrically, you really enjoyed it. What'd you take from there?
Oh, it's just some crazy woman.
That's good.
That's just that voodoo punani. And it's like, yeah, I love her, dude. She's nuts. And it's like, I can't get rid of her.
Yeah, perfect. Good, man. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I love getting to chat with people. The poetry books, I've released 2 poetry books, and each poem is printed in a plain font, and then when you flip that page, then you get a script style font, and it has my explanation of what the poem meant. Okay. So for that brief moment while you're reading the page, you get all of your own feelings and all your own emotions. And then when you flip over, it's as close as we can come to having a conversation with each poem. So it's a huge fascination of mine to hear what other people read within my words.
That's cool, man. That's pretty deep.
Thanks. Yeah. Like Skyrocket off the Kiss the Viper EP, there was a cat in the studio, and he was talking about, the visuals that he was interpreting from Skyrocket, and he does fantasy video games and things like that. So he was seeing this whole like flying into outer space thing, and I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, that song's about addiction. And and I just felt like I'd burst the bubble of the room, and I was like, but I love that you found this love moment of that song, that's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I guess everybody hears their own thing.
It's the best. It's one of the best things about writing music and getting it out there is hearing what everyone else hears back at you. It's more fun than writing it.
Well, that
yourself,
takes.
I
I was
swear.
gonna say that takes one of my questions. Well, two of them away. I was gonna ask, who writes your or do you guys write your own music, and if so, who's the writer? But I guess that answers that.
Fuck yeah, we write our own
not the
music.
drummer. Oh.
No, God, no.
He writes all of his own drum parts, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
And by write, he means like I just make it up as I go.
Hell
and then
yeah.
hope it sticks to remember it for the next time where.
I was gonna say that's the hard part when you don't write it down is remembering what you did. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Do it again. Oh shit, we weren't just doing it once.
We've done that a handful of times. Like Joey will be playing, and I'll because I'm learning every time I'm down here. I'm learning as I go. Because I'm all self-taught, like I said earlier, and we'll do something cool, and Joey will look back and be like, yeah, and then the next time we roll around, we'll play that song again, and I'm like, oh shoot, what was that fiddle I did?
Do the roar thing, man. Why didn't you do it the same?
Well, who are some of your guys' like big inspirations or bands or reason that got you into music, or was it just that FU kind of mentality is I want to be a rocker, or what got you into music?
Yeah. I'll go first. For me, it started out with my good friend Blake Bedstall. Him and his brother have a really, really successful band called Saul that tours out of Iowa there.
Okay.
And we grew up together, and his older brother Caleb.
Did you say Skull like SKA?
SAUL.
Okay.
So he introduced me and Blake to Nirvana in our teenage years, and of course we just gravitated at it, and Blake progressed into prog and heavy metal from there, and I just stayed in it. And Mike Ness of Social Distortion, and then a band, Vendetta Red, out of Seattle, Washington, was touring as close as possible to our little small farm town that we grew up in, and it was at Lawrence, Kansas, at the Bottleneck. You guys should be familiar with that, right?
Yeah, that TJ's favorite college is from there. He's a KU fan, so they're out of Lawrence, the big college there.
All right.
So.
Well, that had a huge influence into me having to get a job so I could buy a guitar, So seeing Vendetta Red perform there, and I was just struck. I was just awed. Had to do it. And then, a couple paychecks later, bought a guitar, started to play, had some different noise bands back then that, occasionally would end up in a whole bar fight or,
like every good early band should.
Smashed. Yeah, gear being smashed and just general mayhem, kegger parties out in barns and fields and stuff like that. And then I ended up leaving the Iowa scene and moving out to Casper, Wyoming when I was 18, and then took a brief, almost 10-year hiatus from music to really commit to the life that I was going after at the time, and come back around and start writing music and start performing, and so life really inspired me, like you said, the fuck you thing, and wanting to be a rock star and wanting to do art and do audio and make people feel shit, and
that's why I became a parts manager.
Oh, yes, hey.
That same fuck you mentality, man,
Parts managers are 10-4-10's friends, buddy. Don't you worry. We work on.
We might be sitting in the basement of a parts house, literally. As
All right.
We work on old vehicles and motorcycles and dirt bikes, man. So
sweet. Skinman's a mechanic,
we get after it.
and TJ's an inspector, or whatever the hell that is, some kind of contract manager, or what are you?
Project manager.
Project manager, he just drives around in a truck and tells people what to do.
So his truck has a really good air conditioner in it.
His old one does. Now his SUV does. Yes.
Oh shoot, he ain't even got a truck bed no more either.
Nah, in his new place he's got to drive his wife's SUV.
Yeah, and the number one rule for being an inspector is you only roll your window down halfway, so you don't ever let.
Oh, you never let all that AC out.
Yep.
Right, no, or the peasants might feel it and want to get in.
Yeah, you don't want to let any of those guys get any AC. You don't want to spoil them.
Meanwhile, Skinman's outside the truck like, can I just have a drink or something? No window goes up.
Sir, can I have some water?
Yeah, not today, bud.
He's got a ladle scooping out of a pot for him. Drink, child, drink.
You just think of Blazing Saddles when he's like, it's barely 110 degrees outside. That's what it's like. And that's how hot it is here today, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, oh yeah, you guys see some freaking heat, man.
We seen it was 80 there today.
Humid. Yeah, we don't have that humidity like you boys run into, so.
Maybe I'll bring the
it's
concert
pretty-
to you and say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come when it's cooler, man. It's not as fun right now.
We're thinking of, we're trying to push for, we want to get a second set out there, but over like Thanksgiving, you know, like the Friday after and the end of Black Friday and like Small Business Saturday, like really capitalize on the capitalist. And
Fuck yeah, man. Make some of that money they're pulling out there.
Yeah. We've reached out to the skate bar, and they're real. I don't know. They don't know if they want to gamble on something like that. But they might not run through this fall. But you know, we're definitely gonna push for
capitalize on the capitalist. That'd be a great T-shirt.
That'd be a great song.
Yeah, if you listen to the lyrics and
either way.
Moving on, it talks about
we just gave you a title for a song, and we only want 10% of that if you guys write it. So we're cool, you know. Or even just maybe put us in the whatever
Liner
producer
notes.
line. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I dig it. I like you guys, man. We clicked pretty quick on this whole thing. You know, it's like these long distance conversations and stuff. You don't always know what you're getting yourself into and stuff. And it's like, man, I hope this jives. And
we're three weirdos sitting around naked in a room interviewing right now. So I'm glad it's going smooth on your end, but it's pretty weird over here.
Thank fuck the camera didn't come on.
That's what
because we are awesome.
Yeah, we got Stevie V watching us, or some people watching on Facebook Live right now. We usually do TikTok Live and YouTube and some other things, but we'll be out on Spotify, all over, anywhere you find podcasts. You can listen to us.
Hey, we're on Spotify.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. We do video on Spotify as well. That way, if you do want to watch this back, you can go back and you don't even have to follow us. You can just go in there and watch the video. But if you'd like to follow, that'd be cool too. So no.
Yeah, no, cool. Very dope. Huge shout out. We've been sending out the invites to your guys' page to our friends and
hopefully
fans,
it's the right one, because we do have
them.
We have two stupid Facebook pages, and I got it real confusing. And I
no.
apologize. So if they're not on this
Why would
one,
you do that to a caveman like me?
I'll send you the friend invite to the right one. If you didn't, I'm sorry. And normally, if I'm smart enough, I can go live on both of them, but I'm not. So
yeah,
I'll just be honest.
No, so technology and social media is such a great asset, but it's like, dude, you almost need to hire a crew to run it for you too. You're just like, oh man,
I hate it. I hate it. I wish TJ wanted to do a little. He likes being on it. He just doesn't like doing all the stuff. But
I do your TikToks.
Yeah, he does our TikToks, but we don't. We just don't do enough, because same thing. I mean, we have a good steady audience, and I just sometimes I go on these. I mean, I'll get on for a little bit here and there, but I go on these social media blackouts or something where I just don't want to be a part of it for a while, because it just makes you sad. So
social media sadness.
Yeah, there's so much crap out there and negative people and bullshit that it's so hard to weed everything out. And we're still a year away from an election cycle, and everything I see on TikTok or everywhere is something political, and I'm just like, man, I need to figure out my algorithm. I clicked on one thing because I thought it was I thought they were going to fight finally, and it was a debate between some political people, and now that's all I get. So
yeah, no, and it's just so oversaturated in our society.
Yeah, like we just need more.
And it's like the American election system and political system is so important that people are fighting about it in other continents and other countries.
That's why I said 24/7, man. And
as long as you don't force us to nuke you, you probably won't even be affected by us.
Yeah, certain things they might, I guess, but I think you always have like a dog in the race. It's like I don't really care what goes on in most other countries. There's some. If something bad's going on, I might root for them to win. But other than that, I don't care if they vote how they vote. That's their own damn.
That's the American way, like all these other nations. They're taught from a young age, their native tongue, and then, American English also.
Yep.
And, it's a rarity in America to find someone that's even bilingual, let alone knows multiple languages.
And almost every other country, you have to be everywhere. Somebody speaks at least two.
Right, yeah.
TJ knows some Spanish, but only the words that tell people to get back to work and things like that, because he's an inspector.
Trabajo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing
He's got his LFA cap on.
for sure. The good thing about now that you get political stuff basically on any searches, Casey's old searches used to be nothing like black wieners. So
no, it was
he doesn't get that as much anymore.
it was BBW stuff. It's big. I missearched it one time. I meant BBW women, and I got BBW wieners.
He's a bad speller and a reader. So
I was looking
that's
for
how
a-
it happened.
I was looking
black
for the
wieners.
news in Britain. I wasn't.
Yeah, this is not where I meant to be.
Yeah.
You porn is
Turns
not where
into
you find
tattoo.
British news.
Turns into a tattoo fucking skit.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh man.
Well, I have a couple others, but what's the worst ever experience you had performing so far? Like, somebody messing with you, or I don't know, or shit happened, lightning
Throwing
strike.
stuff at you.
Yeah, somebody throw like a tomato at you or something.
Oh, the Blues Brothers where the chicken wire's up. Hey, what kind of music y'all
Yeah.
got here?
On Roadhouse, where they're playing and
Oh, we
there's all
got
that
both
shit.
guys.
Country and Western.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. John joined 10-4-10 last spring. You've been on board for less than 18 months so far, right?
Yeah, we're at about a year and a half.
Yeah. So, John, why don't you
Math
grab
checks
this
out.
one up first? What's your worst live experience? Is that what we're asking?
Yeah, or just worst band
Yeah.
experience. Besides, not like you guys fighting in practice. Keep that between the band.
Well, I was
but-
going to say worst band practice would have been joining up with a singer.
Burn.
Letting a front man in the band. Shit.
Horrible idea.
No, I'd say, because really, I don't know how many performances we have under our belt right now, but I'd say the worst one is, we played a show here a month or so ago, and we just had nothing but guitar issues.
Oh, yeah.
From half the room here.
Yeah, not the drummer. Drummer never has issues.
When you're a
flawless.
two-piece band, guitar electronics going wrong, or anything like that, things that are out of control. My ground wire fell out,
but
broken strings.
You don't have like
so
an
I'm sitting there
acoustic
playing.
backup?
And no,
Oh, shit.
we're sitting there. I'm playing, and we have an in-ear monitor system, but every venue we go to never seems to be able to hook it up correctly. So we just run off of I have a floor monitor next to me, and I just have earplugs in, so it's loud enough I can hear guitar and vocals. And so I'm sitting there, and I can't remember what song we were in the middle of. We were only like 3 songs into the set, and I'm like, this. I hear it, like it's cutting out. I'm like, what's going on up there? And then he turned around. He's like, I can't get the guitar to work. We're thinking it's the wireless system. So he switches to a cord or a cable, and that doesn't fix it. So we muddle through a few songs there, switches to guitars. Again, we fire up, we're playing, and I'm like, this something doesn't sound right. This is like a way lower key than what we played in. And then he turns around. I think it was during the solo, and I feel like the top string is blown, and I'm like, oh my God,
shit.
are you serious? And of course, we only packed 2 guitars with us, so we went through the best we could, but we had like 3 songs left in the set, and it was just like, yeah, we can't keep struggling like this. Like it's just embarrassing at that point.
Before Mark McGuire, my custom Fernandez pinstripe guitar across the fucking floor.
Yeah,
it's just
that
like
wouldn't be
shit,
good.
man. So, because I'm definitely taking John's drum set with.
If we're going out, we're going out together, fucker.
Our new rule now is we now travel with 3 guitars.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's
If all
every
3
two-piece
fail,
band
then-
knows that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we know it now. So lesson learned.
Yeah. So we found out.
Well,
but beyond that, we've working with other people and stuff. We've been fairly fortunate. You get a few bad eggs out there, but you just kind of brush them off and keep rolling and just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, we've met some great traveling bands that are at the next level above us. Boss's Daughter was exact opposite of your question. You know, we finished a set. It was a park party up in Rapid City. They rent a shelter house.
Okay.
And there's barbecue going, and there's punk rockers everywhere, mohawks, you know, riveted jackets and stuff like that. And we were second on a 4-piece bill, and real cool opening act band, us, and then System Restore, real well-established punk band from here in Casper, and then Boss's Daughter played. And we get done with our set, and we're off to the side of the thing, tearing down, and you know, John's doing all of his drum set stuff, and I'm already done because, you know, I play an instrument that's easy to put away. and so we're standing there chilling, and this cat walks up to us, and he's like, "Hey, man, awesome set." He points at both of us. I'm like, "Oh, thanks, dude," you know, and you know, right after a set, you're just so, like, humbled, you know, or at least after a 10-4-10 set, we're so humbled, and we're so great feeling, and our little happy endorphins are just firing, and just sitting in this euphoric little
Boners.
moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just raging blues. And so this dude comes walking up, you know, and he just starts telling you, you know, like, that was real music. That was a live show, man. I loved it. Very impressed. He says, "You guys from here?" And we're like, "Oh, no, we're traveling through." Did a little, you know, 4-show set, and this is, you know, our third one and a third town on this list. And I said, "Are you from here, buddy?" He says, "No, I'm from Reno, Nevada." I was like, "Oh, fuck, you're the headlining act, aren't you?" And he just laughs. He goes, "Yeah, dude, I am." I was like, "That's so fucking cool. Love to hear that."
That's awesome, dude.
You know, just for somebody that's actually established and proven to come over and thank you for your music, you know, it's just a fucking great feeling.
We're still waiting for Joe Rogan to come tell us that, but someday maybe.
Yeah. Or
well, I actually sent him a text maybe about 5 minutes ago to let him know you guys.
Thank you, guys.
were
We get you a
open.
set here. We'll give you 10%. You know, same deal goes forward, man.
Yeah. When Joe reaches out to you, you just make sure and remember the little guys.
We'll change our entrance music to your guys' music.
Yeah, we played some of your music. Hopefully that's not copyrighted and we don't get kicked or anything. But we played some of your music to start the show.
We own 100% of our art, man. That we're DIY. We're ourselves.
Hell yeah! Well, I try to get it out there a little bit. We're going to use some of it from show to show and do some of that.
Please do, yeah. Please do, yeah. We build a lot of our own stage set stuff. Our floor monitors are the old cones out of my 2x12 Rogue amp, and I don't even know if Rogue's still a company. But when I slapped some Celestian cones in there, I popped the old cones out, and we sat out in the shop and cut up some plywood and free plywood too from shipping boxes. I think I had to go buy some stereo wire and a 1/4-inch jack, and that was it. Oh, actually, no, Rockstar Music gave us this 1/4-inch jack.
Yeah.
The local music store downtown, very cool people here in Casper. Bands traveling through, definitely stop in and check them out, say hello. And then, you know, we travel with our own PA system because some dive bars you roll into, you know, they've got one blowing 10 in the corner, and they're like, "There's your PA." I'm like, "Holy fuck." Jeez.
You guys do it in a van, or what do you guys travel in?
We bounce in between vehicles that run and don't run.
Okay, I gotcha.
So you got a PT Cruiser.
They're not that
So
cool.
for some events, it was a '91 Ford F3 or E350,
big old Econoline.
Oh hell yeah, van.
We had to do the smog pollution delete before we could take off on the road, though, so we'd feel better about ourselves.
There you go.
And then Johnny's Ford Explorer with enclosed trailers got us to some shows. My past drummer and I, we zip around in a Chevy Sonic.
Oh hell yeah, loaded down to the max.
Yeah, still getting 30 miles per gallon though.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm building a 91 4-wheel drive S10 with a 355 V8 swap. I'm currently building.
So not 30 miles a gallon.
At 3.
But we'll have a lot more fun fucking doing it.
Hell yeah. You better hope you get big to pay for the gas for that one.
Right. No, I'm doing a full smart carb system, so it's all electronic, and I'll be able to trim my fuel and program it to my needs.
Hell yeah.
And so that thing should wrap up later this year. I got to rebuild transmission before it can all go back together, and there's some wheel hubs and stuff like that. But so we'll do that, and then probably run it around sometime. We've debated going full RV. That'd be super smart. That's what Swampy Soul runs around the countryside in. It's just full on RV.
Yeah, because then you just crash in it after a show or whatever, and not have to worry about where the hell you're staying or what, if you don't feel like driving to the next place.
Yep. If you're like, man, I gotta just sleep, you can sleep. If one guy's tired and the other one ain't, you can keep moving. And then it's just a lot more lucrative. Then you got your kitchen to cook, your meals in, brew a pot of coffee, keep a refrigerator, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You can shower regularly. You ain't gotta worry about fucking getting cat piss all over you, or fucking a dog wake up and a dog's making love to you on some stranger's couch.
Oh man, you're taking the fun out of being in a young band. That's part of that's like the growing pains of a band. If you haven't been humped by a dog on a couch, you can't be in them. Ask everybody. Ask Metallica. If they got humped on a couch growing up somewhere by a dog or whatever. A homeless guy maybe.
Right. You almost did the other day. He tried to lure you in with stories of Def Leppard.
Oh.
he was an alleged former roadie for Def Leppard.
Yeah, I'll stay the night with you, bud. I would listen to your stories all night.
They were cuddling in some landscaping timbers. It was fucking cute.
He was totally passed out. He was riding a high. We just happened to find him. He's like, "How'd you find me?" And I was like, "We saw your legs dangling off the side of the You got landscaping here." Oh, okay. He was gone. He was far gone.
So did you guys take him with you to hang out that night or what?
Yeah. Get in, fucker. We're going on an adventure.
We need a roadie, bud.
Yeah. We're here worried about what was in his pockets if we got pulled over, So.
He brought it with him. He'll claim it. Trust me. Rusty, the homeless guy, is trusty as can be, man.
Trusty.
Rusty.
Well,
not my pants off, sir.
Well, we had a blast. We're going to cut you off here. Not right now. We're going to say goodbye. We don't want to do it rude.
Here, let me hit this red button.
Yeah.
There's a red button right here, right?
No, but we want to have you back on. We're going to get StreamYard set up. We do have Zoom set up. I'm an idiot and should have had it ready to go. I just couldn't do it in time before we were going live. So we'll get you on one way or the other.
No, I mean, we're sitting here with Zoom and everything like we were asked to do. So
I'm sorry. No, I meant like next time Zoom. And I was typing as I was hitting go on the show, and then I felt bad, So, yeah, we have been live on Zoom the whole time, you guys. So it's good you had it out. No. We'll have you on again. We had a blast with you. You guys were good sports. Glad you let us mess with you a little bit. Had some fun. TJ, tell them bye.
Thanks,
you
guys.
You can do like the whole late show performance and pop up our YouTube version of. We do a remake of an old pop song called Heaven.
I had my song Headphones On queued up, but I can go.
Ooh, do it.
Okay.
No, stick with headphones on. Hell yeah.
All right, we're going to kick you out. We were 20 seconds in already. I'm just going to continue it, and we'll tell you bye. We'll let you listen to it a little bit, and then we're going to get off here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being on, guys. Had a blast.
Thank you.
Skinman, tell them bye.
Rock on, man.
May have too much going on.
I feel like I'm still in the audio feed. Is that true?
Yeah, you are. I didn't get you all the way kicked off.
Yeah.
We're so professional.
Bump one, let's run.
Had it overloaded.
Yeah, too much.
Let's run.
And that's the difference between us and Joe Rogan.
Well, he's got a whole cast of people sitting around. Quit comparing us to him. We're never going to be him.
If we had a Jamie, we could do this.
We might be like the Asian dude and the redhead. That's best, Bobby Lee and whatever the other guy is.
Who's Bobby Lee?
or whatever his name is.
No, which one of us is
You
Bobby Lee?
are.
I'm Bobby Lee?
Yes.
Why, because I have an Uncle Joe?
Yes, and you're dark. You look more Asian than me. If one of us had Asian in us, who would it be?
Well, Bobby Lee runs around naked.
Boom. That's you. I'm the redhead makes fun of you all the time. Hey, thanks for listening. We had fun. Sorry, we'll get better at this. You know, I could have been live with them. We could have done it. We're figuring it out.
They were cool guys.
Yeah, they were cool as shit, man.
We'll
We had a
have to have
blast.
them on where we can see their faces.
We'll do it.